Ladies and gentlemen, we are making a rather foolish decision, I guess you could say. The Rambler is on the trailer. I've been having non-stop problems out of this Dodge over here, and I'm frustrated. The Dodge is not cooperating. I need to get this Rambler hauled over to my old job and dropped off because the owner over there bought it from me, and I bought an S10, which the S10's already been sold to a friend of mine, and there's a whole lot of stuff going on. But I'm trying to get this Rambler over there, pick up my toolboxes, and pick up the little blue Festiva that you guys probably remember if you've been watching for a while. So I'm gonna do a little test drive. I do have lights and everything. We got all the lights working on the trailer, and the Jeep only has front brakes, so I'm gonna have to be very, very careful. I don't have any trailer brakes, so I'm just gonna have to be mindful of my following distance and how fast I'm going and all that good stuff. And we're gonna take it real easy because this Jeep has some rust and it might break in half, but we're gonna see. Wish me luck. Well, we've made it almost to our destination. I started having a problem when I hit the brakes. This front left wheel here was it was locking up. So the caliper, when I hit the brakes, it would nosedive off to the right, and I couldn't get it to stop. And I finally figured out that that caliper is pretty well seized up, because if you touch this wheel, it will burn your hand. If you touch the other wheel, it will not. And this wheel smells like friction material. So this caliper is seized up doing something funky. I do remember when I put the new pads and rotors on here that this caliper piston had a crack out of it, and I said I better go ahead and replace it, but I waited, and now here we are doing it in a parking lot at O'Reilly's. So, and my girlfriend works at AutoZone, so I'm probably gonna hear about this one later, but she's not here right now, so y'all pray for me. All right guys, we're all done. I don't know what I enjoyed the most: burning my hand on the brake rotor 5 different times, or bleeding the brakes by myself. But it's on there. Hopefully it was the caliper and not just the hose, but either way, the caliper that's in here has, I'll go ahead and show you, it has a cracked piston. You can see it's still pretty warm. But anyway, the guys here at O'Reilly's were super nice. So let me use one of their personal 4-ways, because I don't have my impact or anything with me, and a 3/8 ratchet, so we could get this knocked out. So there we go. Hopefully she's good. All right guys, I was gonna record, but I almost had a heat stroke. It's very hot out here in Arkansas, and it's not that it's so hot, it's that it's humid, so it's awful. My shirt's completely soaked. It's pretty bad. But we got the Rambler unloaded. It is at its new home. The Festiva is on the trailer. I got the ramps all strapped down. They're up underneath. This is a safety strap right here. Don't judge me. The winch is doing most of the work, but that's there for safety. And my other strap's holding the kayak down, because I didn't think to take this off before I just went and started doing all this. But anyway, we got this thing all strapped down. I think it's fine. And we got the cross straps in the back, which Oklahoma requires. So hopefully nobody bothers me. And we're gonna go ahead and take it real easy and take this thing on home. I gotta stop and get some food because I am starving. All right, here we go. Guys, we got the blue car back home. It's the same setup as it was. It's nothing fancy. The hood's latched, but turbo's still hanging out up front. That's going to get changed. I'll probably end up putting this on something else or selling it, I don't know. But the turbo is basically going to go over here where the battery is, and then the battery will get relocated to the back, because this thing's not going to have AC. It's not going to be a luxury car. We may as well do everything right and just make it as fun to drive as we can. So the blue car's home. It's gonna be a little bit before we get started on it. I do have another block that I picked up for it, and it has a bent rod, but I'm hoping that the crank is okay. And these are factory forged crank motors, so I'm thinking we'll probably go ahead and do some good rods and pistons in it, and then see if we can crank 500 or 600 horse out of the poor little 1.8 liter. So I am very excited to get started on this thing again. It's the same as it was, you know. Same headliner, same seats, same gauges. So it's gonna be fun. I am really excited. I missed the blue car. The blue car got traded for the Jeep, and then he had some problems with the blue car and it sat for a long time. And that Subaru, if you guys remember that Subaru I had, I traded it for the blue car back and found out the motor was hurt, but it's okay because I got another motor for $150 from the junkyard, so we're okay.
That's a baby.
He's a baby. Well, I think that's going to do it for this one. I just wanted to give you guys an update. We got the blue car home. It's not in running and driving condition at all, but it is home. And I am very excited that I get like another chance. It's kind of how it feels to go through and do everything on this right. Not like pinching pennies, cutting corners, you know, just make it get by for now. So I'm very excited. We're going to do everything right. We're going to try to make it nice. I mean, the body's beat up. You see the fenders dented and all that good stuff, but it's not going to be perfect. But I want the engine bay to be super clean, and then all the wiring and all that stuff, we're going to make it as nice as we can. So we'll be back. I know we're doing back-to-back uploads, so we're going to just try to keep them rolling. We got other stuff going on, so I'm just going to keep recording every time I do anything. So we'll get you guys frequent videos and shorts of whatever nonsense we get into as well. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And I will once again shamelessly plug the new channel for all the outdoor stuff we're going to be getting into for fishing and kayaking, bow fishing, shooting guns, whatever we feel like doing, mud mowers, I don't know, whatever we get into. So that'll be down here below my face in that area. All right, we'll be back. Oh, almost forgot, subscribe.